Hello there, Buffalo faithful. It is a brand new week, and we are in first place of the MAC East. All that matters now is winning and holding on to that spot until the end of the season to make it back to Detroit. We're going to jump right into this game, taking a look at a couple of players. The quarterback, Jackson Williamson. The running back, Zach Kahn. They run the ball very effectively. Defensively, Cameron Butler is their best player. You need to watch out for him. But Kirk is rocking with the Bulls, 4-1 in conference, 1-4 for Miami. And I can't blame them. Can't blame them one bit. This team is hot right now. Not having a great year so far. Only won 2 games. And they're probably out of bowl contention, basically, even if they win 6 games. There's not a lot of bowl games that are going to take the 7th place MAC team. But it is a rainy one here in Ohio. You know what that means? Some good old-fashioned football. Ground and pound. Hit the other man harder. Win the game. That's what today's all about. I'll see you down in the field. And here we go, Miami of Ohio starting with the ball. Jackson Williamson, read option, keeping it himself, going outside, and he's going to get the first after a gain of 13. Williamson is a very dynamic player. 1st and 10, hands this one off to Kahn. Kahn taken down by Tim Terry Jr. after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7, split set. Williamson looking, throwing quickly to May. And James May's got 10 in the first. At midfield. Pistol formation. Williamson, read option again, but DePalma read that the whole way. And Williamson loses 3 yards. 2nd and 13. Williamson looking to pass. Throwing. James May breaks off the first tackle, but taken down after a gain of 17. First down, Redhawks at the 30. Williamson, counter to Kahn. Kahn is taken down after first contact and picks up 5. 2nd and 5, Williamson. Another counter to Kahn. Kahn is taken down after a gain of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Got to expect a Williamson run. That's what I would be thinking here anyway. Very, very capable of picking up a lot of yards in a short amount of time as Williamson hands this off to Kahn, and Rich Miller getting the tackle for loss. And it looks like they're bringing out the kicker. This is a very long field goal. 47 yards in this weather is not ideal for kicking the ball, as the kick is short. No good. We do have a little studio update. Akron now 6-1. Akron right on the heels of the Bulls. 1st and 10. Andrews hands this one off to Patterson. And Patterson going nowhere. Tackled by Richie Haggerty. 2nd and 11. Shotgun formation. Andrews looking to throw. Pressure's there. And the ball's on the ground. No! Gall could not get it. And it's recovered by Miami. And they have amazing field position. This is something you need to worry about with weather like we have today. 3rd and 5, though. Williamson, quick pass to Homer. Homer breaks off the tackle from Miller and finally shoved out of bounds after a gain of 9. 1st and goal. Miami looking to strike while the iron's hot. Williamson throwing. Homer caught, but momentum pushes him out of bounds. Picks up 3. moving closer to the end zone. His defense was electric last week here in these situations, however. On second down, Williamson hands this off to Kahn, and Kahn loses yards. Eddie Wilson takes him down in the backfield. 3rd and goal. Williamson, play action, moving, trying to run for it. Tim Terry Jr. stops him, and they're going to have to kick a field goal. 3rd and 3. Looking to avoid the 3 and out. And Andrews is sacked. And that's going to be a punt for the Bulls. Not an ideal way to respond. Quick 3 and out. Ontario Russell back deep to return this kick. An electric kick returner. Ontario Russell out past the 40. And he's got a gain of 26. 1st and 10. Williamson, read option. James Patterson plants him. 2nd and 12. Manson in motion. Handoff to Manson. Manson gets about 7 yards on the carry. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Buffalo getting beat with quick passes so far from Williamson. Let's see what they do here on 3rd down. Williamson looking to pass. Throwing to Brady in the flat. And Sean Brady's going nowhere. They're going to have to kick again. This one even longer than the last time. And this one is pushed too far. Had enough leg, but not the accuracy. 1st and 10 at the 35. Andrews throwing Barasa. Barasa is tackled, but not going down without a fight, and picks up 13. Wildcat formation. Washington in motion. Patterson hands this off to Washington. Washington fumbles the ball. Picked up by Landry. And Buffalo avoids another turnover. Full house. Andrews hands this off to Patterson. Patterson going left. Has some running room and picks up the 1st down after a gain of 8. At the 40. Andrews hands it off to Marks. Marks up the middle and picks up 7 yards on the carry. A minute left here in the 1st quarter. Andrews, read option. Pitches the ball. No! Salopek picks that one out of the air. What was Andrews thinking? He had the running room. Unbelievable. At the 40 for the Redhawks, Williamson hands it off to Kahn. Kahn going right side. Kahn has some blocks and some space in front of him. And Kahn picks up 21, 2nd and 6. Williamson hands it off to Kahn, and Tim Terry Jr. in the backfield. Great stop from Terry. 3rd and 8. One more play here. Quick pass on the screen to Jalen Walker. And that's going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Buffalo down 3-0. This is exactly the type of game you expect to be watching right now. Not a lot of offense happening. An even longer field goal attempt now. This is from the 45. Nowhere near the uprights. Hunter's going to get a chance to return this, trying to get outside, and gets caught by the ankles. 1st and 10. Handoff Marks. Marks going left, following his blockers, spinning off a hit, and Marks has 15. 1st and 10 at the 35. Andrews loading, throwing, Barasa. Barasa fights through a tackle and picks up 19. 3rd and 8 at midfield. Andrews under center. Slips, and they're going to count that as an incomplete pass. That's going to be a punt. Thankfully, that was only an incomplete pass. Williamson hands this off to Kahn, and Will Rowe greets him in the backfield. 2nd and 14. Williamson looking to pass, trying to take off, and he's going to be sacked. That is Rich Miller with the sack. 3rd and long. Homer motions right. Williamson looking, throwing left, and is picked off. Darius Gooden giving the Bulls amazing field position here. At the 30, Andrews hands it off to Patterson. Patterson cuts it left, picks up 6. 2nd and 4. Staying under center, 3 tight ends in. Andrews play action. Throwing, Barasa wide open. That's a 1st down. 2nd and 8. Andrews hands this one off to Patterson. Patterson straight ahead and picks up 5. 3rd and 2. Andrews handed off to Patterson, and Patterson is stopped by Thomas Goff in the backfield. Buffalo decides to kick the ball, play it safe right now. 3-3, Williamson. Quick slant to Manson, and Nick Manson's got 10 yards and the 1st down. 2nd and 7. Williamson hands it off to Kahn, and Kahn met immediately by Vinny DePalma. 3rd and 8. Pistol formation, Williamson looking to pass. Deep down the middle of the field, and Williamson overthrows his receiver, and that's going to be a punt. Quickly to 3rd down. Andrews on 3rd and 4. Quick slant. Marlon Johnson can't come up with it. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. What can the Redhawks do with it? A quick pass to Jalen Walker, and they use their 1st timeout. Pistol formation. Handoff Kahn. Kahn going left. Patterson can't get to him, but Miller does. He does get the 1st down, however. 2nd and 5. 1:30. Williamson taking off. Chased down by DePalma, and what a hit by Vinny DePalma. 3rd and 4. Holding on to the timeouts. Williamson taking off. DePalma right there. Watched him the whole way, and Buffalo calls their 1st timeout. 1 minute to go for the Bulls. Andrews on 1st down. Throwing left and almost intercepted. Bad pass by Andrews. 2nd and 10. 5 receivers out. Andrews throwing to Washington, and a pre-Washington has got 20 yards. More importantly, stopping the clock. Andrews throwing to Hunter. Hunter catches that, gets a couple of yards after the catch. Buffalo staying no huddle. Andrews is sacked. Loses 9, and Buffalo calls their 2nd timeout. 2nd and 19. Andrews moving to his right, checks it down to Patterson. Patterson gets a couple of those yards back. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Andrews on 3rd down. Looking, cannot get this pass off. Excellent coverage by the Redhawks, and that's going to be a punt for the Bulls as Finnegan puts this low, and a great Buffalo bounce, and Hall downs this at the 4. That's a great way to deter them from trying to take any shots deep. And exactly what they're not going to do, they hand this off to Kahn. He gets 15, but still about 80 yards away from the end zone. And the Redhawks are just going to take this one into halftime. The score 3-3. So it's the type of game that I thought we were going to see today. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. But this is the type of game that Robbins loves to coach in. This is his specialty. We'll be back with more Maction here in a bit. I'll see you in a few. Second half action live from Oxford, Ohio. The Bulls starting with the ball. Andrews on first down. Play action. Rolling to his right and dumps this off to Landry. And Jeremy Landry's got the first down. Let's see how Robbins decides to call this game here in the second half as Patterson takes this straight ahead for a gain of 9. Second and short. I imagine a lot of running here as Marks finds a hole. Marks down the right side, and Marks down at about the 19. And Marks injecting some juice into this offense. Second and 6. Pistol formation. Andrews hands this off to Patterson. Patterson straight ahead. Picks up 7. First down. Patterson nearing 50 yards on the day. Third and goal. Handoff Patterson. Patterson loses a yard. Richie Haggerty on the stop. And Buffalo's going to kick a field goal. 3-point game. How do the Red Hawks respond? Williamson hands it off to Kahn. And Kahn going nowhere. Rich Miller with his third TFL plus a sack on the day. Second and 11. Throwing right. Homer wide open in the flats. And taken down by Washington. Picks up 9. Third and 2. Kahn in motion. Option. Williamson pitches it to Kahn. Kahn stays upright and gets the first down. Miller and Washington there to take him down. Kahn in motion. Same play. It works again. Washington can't trip him up, and Miller finishes the play, but a gain of 16 for Kahn. Homer moves right. Williamson trying to take off, and Will Rowe gets the sack. Will Rowe having a great season. He is a JUCO transfer and certainly showing out, showing he should have been a Division I athlete from the beginning. Third and 6. Tim Terry Jr. can't jump the route, and Kahn gets past him, picks up 11. That could have been a huge momentum swing. Kahn gets the handoff, and Tim Terry Jr. takes him down in the backfield. Tim Terry Jr. and Rich Miller putting up great days so far. Second and 11. Williamson pitches this to Homer. Homer is cut down by DePalma, but he picks up 5. Third and 6. DePalma, that was his 10th tackle on the day. Setting up the screen again. Tim Terry Jr. cannot get him. Over pursues, and DePalma has to push him out. Second and 15. Tight end motion right. Williamson looking, throwing right to Ontario Russell. And Rich Miller in coverage brings him down behind the line of scrimmage. Third and 18. Pistol formation. Trying to set up the screen again. It works, but Kahn cannot get away from Washington, and Washington forces a kick. See if he can make this one. Missed earlier from here. The kick is up, and it is good. Had about 2 to 3 yards of extra room there, but Miami ties it up. Gooden and Washington back deep to receive this kick. About 2 yards into the end zone. Darius Gooden taking it out of the end zone. Heading right. Darius Gooden has a little bit of room to work with and picks up 41 yards on the return. Look at those yardage numbers. 190 to 189. First and 10 at the 40. Andrews hands this off to Patterson. Patterson straight ahead. Picks up 16. This is about the time of the game where Patterson really starts to wear you down. First and 10. Handoff Patterson. Back-to-back first down runs. What did I say? This is his time. A minute to go here in the third quarter. 5 receiver look for Andrews. Andrews throwing right. Marlon Johnson behind the coverage. Touchdown, Bulls. What a throw and what a route Marlon Johnson from Jesse Andrews. And it looks like the Bulls are going for 2 to make this an 8-point game. Andrews looking, throwing to Foster, and the 2-point conversion is good. 8-point game now. Williamson, option play, slowed up by Rowe and taken down by Tim Terry Jr., but Williamson looking a little shaken up. We'll find out more about him later on, but that is the end of the third quarter. Buffalo in the driver's seat now, up by 8. And the Redhawks leaning on a backup quarterback. 3rd and 4. Mayer, the quarterback, setting up the screen. And Kahn losing 5 yards. Will Rowe with him the whole time. 1st and 10. Andrews making a last-second adjustment. And it's a handoff to Patterson. Patterson straight ahead and picks up 8 yards. Buffalo bleeding the clock. 2nd and 2, Johnson. Motion into the backfield. Read option. Johnson gets the pitch. Johnson has a little bit of room to work with. Down the left sideline and taken down at the 10 after a gain of 35. 1st and 10. Andrews hands it off to Patterson. Patterson! Touchdown, Bulls! There we go! 15-point game. 1st down. Mayer hands off to Kahn. Kahn going left where he gets taken down after a gain of 7. 2nd and short. Split formation for the Redhawks. Mayer throwing right. Picked off Tim Terry Jr. Terry Jr. to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. Oh, my. What a swing in momentum these last couple of minutes have been. Buffalo finds themselves up 28-6. 2nd down. Williamson back in. Throwing left and dropped. 3rd and long for the Redhawks. Split formation. Williamson trying to get this one out and does. 4th down. They punted the ball. That seems like you're just giving up at that point as Patterson gets another 1st down run off. Over 100 yards on the day. Andrews keeps this one, pitches it to Patterson. Patterson gets about 7 on the carry. And this clock is going to start draining very, very fast. Marks on the handoff. Marks in and out. Picks up 9. Stumbled a little bit, could have had the 1st. Wildcat formation. Marks straight ahead. Marks is hit but falls forward. And that is going to be a 1st down for the Bulls. Play action. Andrews tosses this one left to Patterson. Patterson taken down pretty hard, but picks up 7. 2nd and 3. 3 minutes to go here in the game. Handoff Patterson. Patterson gets the 1st down and a gain of 5. 119 yards for Patterson. 1st and 10. Andrews throwing over the middle. Bernard Porter. Touchdown, Bulls. The back of the end zone right over the linebacker. Andrews with 2 beauties today. 35-6. Let's see how Miami wants to get some pity points here. This game is over. It's all about getting some good film as a nice throw from Williamson to Jude. The onside kick attempt. You got to get about 4 of these. And Porter gets it, dives on the ground. And there you have it. Buffalo remains on top of the MAC East. Ohio is behind them, however. We're going to take a look and see how Ohio's doing. And we can't forget about Akron. We still have that Akron game coming up here after a couple of bye weeks for the Bulls. What a game that turned out to be. Fireworks late into the game, and Buffalo never looked back. Tim Terry Jr., player of the game, 12 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, and a pick 6. And Rich Miller, he put up a bunch of stats, stuffed the stat sheet for himself. Didn't really see a lot of Patterson. DePalma, yes, but those two picked up where Patterson left off. Patterson didn't have a terrible game by any means, but I was surprised by what Terry Jr. and Rich Miller did. Let's take a look at the stats. Andrews, 10 of 16, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 great throws, 2 great catches. Rushing-wise, Jared Patterson, 119 yards on the day plus a touchdown. Kevin Marks, 71 yards on 6. Marlon Johnson, 35 on the 1. Receiving-wise, Julian Bourassa, the leading receiver for the Bulls, Bernard Porter, and Marlon Johnson pulling in 1 touchdown each. Take a look defensively. This is where it gets real fun. Vinny DePalma, 16 tackles. Tim Terry Jr., 12. 5 TFLs for Terry Jr. No sacks, but the pick. Rich Miller, 4. Will Rowe, 3. Patterson, 2. DePalma, 2. A good game for the defense. And good is underselling it. Something happened at halftime. I don't know what that speech was like, but it lit a fire under him and worked out. Williamson, 21 of 28 on the day, 135 yards, 1-1. Zach Kahn picked up 88 yards, 22 attempts, but no scores on the ground for the Redhawks. Had to resort to their worst part about the offense. Surprised by a couple of their defensive players. Haggerty put up a good fight against our offense, but as I was saying, Patterson, you cannot stop him once he gets going. And after that game, Brandon Harrington signed on the dotted line. Got the strong safety. Now taking a look at the MAC rankings right now in the East. 5-1, 4-1, 3-1. It is not over. Not over by any means. We still have Akron. We have the tiebreaker over Ohio if it comes down to it. And then during a bye week, Gerald Fields, the athlete, commits as well. And look at this, in our second bye week, the Buffalo Bulls at 7-2 are ranked number 25 in the nation. But also, Ohio on a little bit of a tear here in the MAC, 5-1. The one loss to us. However, Akron loses to Miami of Ohio. But Ohio has Akron this week. Looking at the MAC West, 4-2, 4-2, Toledo and Northern Illinois. So no clear winner over there either. It's going to be a fun end to the season here in these last couple of weeks. Taking a look at the top 25 since we made it. Take a look here. Virginia Tech, number 1. Cincinnati up there, number 4. Florida Atlantic, number 9. Some weird teams here. Iowa State, number 17. Kansas is ranked for the first time in a very long time, but here, the MAC East, Ohio lost a game to Akron. Still not decided. We need to just win. All we can control is what we do in the West. Northern Illinois on top of Ball State. They do play this week. The West could be decided. The East could be decided. It's going to be a fun episode in the next one, but that is all the time that I have for today's video, and hope you all enjoyed it. If you could please leave a like on the video and leave some comments. I love interacting with everyone. And don't forget, subscribe if you're new, if it's your first time seeing a video of mine. I make sports franchise content. I have a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you guys decide to join and stay, have a fun time. Anyways, that is all the time that I have for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one.